What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Here for Tuesday night's 3-game Wnba main slate. $20,000 to first, $15 entry fee. I love when they do the $15 entry fee. Stay away from the 20, stay away from the 25, stick to this 15. This is by far my favorite, but pretty fun slate here. Pricing has really tightened up, which is my favorite time to play once pricing starts to tighten up and kind of weed out the weak when it comes to just being able to play whoever you want. It takes a lot of luck on those slates, but my lineup from Sunday, obviously off tonight, and then we got an off night on Wednesday night. Finally going to be able to catch up on some college work that I'm behind on, but easily cashed on the main slate on Sunday, full stacked Phoenix and the Sparks, and then just played Asia Wilson with it. But not much to say with this lineup. I mean, I got the absolute floor game for Wnba, but we'll take the cash and move on. Spreads for these games: Washington at Indy. Washington 4.5-point underdogs, over under 161.5. I actually really like Washington plus 4.5. Indy has not shown me anything or any signs of life that they can beat any team without Caitlin Clark. I mean, they just lost to the Connecticut Sun, for God's sakes. Phoenix at Minnesota. Phoenix 12-point underdogs, over under 157. This line opened at 8.5. Then when I woke up this morning, it was 10.5. I never thought Alyssa Thomas was playing. They've been rolling her out way in advance. I will talk about that here in just a second. But then the Dallas and Seattle game: Dallas 10-point underdogs, over under 165.5. That line opened up at like 8.5 as well. And then it's gotten wider. On the Washington side here, not a lot I really like on this team, just with the pricing bumped. I think Brittany Sykes makes for a fantastic tournament play at 10.6K. She's taken a ton of shots. The usage is always there for her. She's getting stock. She gets the peripheral stats. She's averaging over 20 points a game, and that's with this 10-point game against Phoenix where she shot 1 of 13. So just big upside. Super safe floor as well. I think Sonia Citron's a bit overpriced. Same with Kiki Iriefin as well. Minutes weren't great against New York, mostly because they just got the doors blown off. And then Indy, 23 minutes. Obviously did pick up a couple early fouls and lose a few minutes there. I think her minutes are going to peak out around 29 or 30 with all the bigs healthy. Aaliyah Edwards and Shakira Austin, they can be bunched together. Both really active when they're on the floor. I just don't know what to really expect minutes-wise. I'm still under the impression that they're going to keep them right around 20 minutes, maybe try and stagger them or play both together at times. But I would say somewhere around 20 minutes. And, of course, like at these price points, they can smash, but you need a smash for them to pay off that price. As for everyone else, I have zero interest in anyone else on this team. Dolson's minutes are completely evaporating, and Jade Melbourne's minutes have not been good of late. I'm not paying $6K. I'm not paying a premium for someone whose minutes have not been great. Then on the Indiana side, Aaliyah Boston at the top, 10.2K, 29 and 26 minutes last two games. Massive foul trouble in both. I mean, she's been in foul trouble in 3 of the last 4 games. Minutes haven't been great, but I do think she has potential to play like low 30s, maybe even mid 30s if she can stay out of foul trouble and play well. I mean, assist numbers have been really solid. She's had a couple big spikes, like 4, 8 assists. I mean, she can spike for some big rebound games as well. She can always get you some stocks. Definitely don't mind her spinning up at 10.2K. She should be lower owned. Nat Howard, 8,700. Obviously love the upside for her. Not shooting the ball as much, but every now and then you'll catch a game where she takes a bunch of shots and she just can't miss. 26 real life points where she goes for 40. That's definitely in her bag. She is north of a fantasy point per minute player. Kelsey Mitchell, 8,300. In play on this slate because she has not been great since Caitlin Clark got hurt. 4 of 16 and 4 of 15 shooting. Minutes are key, though. 32 and 35 minutes. Peripheral stats are just never going to be there for her. But, I mean, if she comes out and shoots 60% from the field, she probably can get you 35 just because she's taken just a massive amount of shots. And they're without Sophie Cunningham. So more minutes to the guards here, more shot attempts. Then you got DeWanna Bonner, 7,500. Really hard to prioritize, even though she has been playing a lot better with Caitlin Clark out. She just looks a lot more comfortable. like with this team. I imagine she would be comfortable if Clark was playing. She just needed to gel with her new teammates, but shot well the last two games, 50% and 57% after shooting 0, 0, 0, and 22%. So there is some upside here, especially with no Clark, but really hard to prioritize her coming off the bench. Lexi Hull, 7,300. I have zero interest in paying over 7K for Lexi Hull. I think anytime she gets over like 5,500, I'm out. Sydney Colson at 4K. I definitely think she is viable now that she was a full participant in practice, not listed on the injury report. She's fully in. Arguably the best value play on the slate. Dantas is someone you can play if you think Boston gets in foul trouble or if you think they just limit her minutes a little bit. Since it's early in the season. Then they brought in Ari McDonald on a hardship contract. So would expect her to see a little bit of run. I'm not expecting much, not enough for me to consider playing her here. Let's go to this next game. On to the Phoenix side. Obviously, big news is Alyssa Thomas is still out. Kalani Brown popped up on the injury report, listed as questionable with a knee injury. That would change a lot if she's out. Obviously, it is not the game that starts at lock, so there is going to be some leverage here. Satu Sabli, 11.7K, just taking on monster usage. She is locked into 32 or 33 minutes a game and about 20 shots a night. And she's going to get you peripheral stats. She's going to get you some stocks. What she does is, this is the type of DFS gold mine that you look for. A player that just rises to the occasion when all the other stars are hurt. And that is Satu. She thrives when she can just be the girl. Westbeld, 6,400. Love her, especially if Kalani Brown is out. Whitcomb got a price decrease and has been playing extremely well the past two games without AT. I definitely think she's in play. McConney as well, a little bit of a price decrease. Minutes are pretty set in stone around 20 to 23, but she's been really solid of late. She's had two games of late that have been sub 20, and she's almost averaging a fantasy point per minute over the last 4 or 5 games. Loxa, 5,200. I don't mind her, assuming she continues to start. Then if Kalani Brown is out, I do have interest in Musa. That's who would play the backup big role. Obviously, 8 minutes here against Minnesota. Scored 1 point on a free throw, but shot 0 of 3. Almost 10 fantasy points in 8 minutes, then 1.25 and 6. So obviously not north of a fantasy point per minute player, but anytime someone's a flat man and going to touch the floor, really, really hard not to want to play her. Then you got Alexa Held going to play 4,300. Definitely don't mind her. Uzan was released. She was going overseas to play, so definitely do not play her. On the Minnesota side, really only interested in the starters here. Fee, Seawill, McBride, Alana, and Richard Carrollton. Only ones I have real interest in is probably Fee, Courtney Williams, Alana Smith, and that's about it. I think Heidemann is a solid play off the bench. But I'm not paying almost 8K for Jessica Shepard, only playing 15-ish minutes. I'm not paying 5,600 for Carly Samuelson, who's not a good fantasy point per minute player, playing 12 minutes. Natisha Heidemann, though, has been seeing quality run. She can get very extended, like playing her over Courtney Williams extended, which is always exciting for someone that's sub 5K, and she can get there even in normal run. Fee at the top, 12K. If you have the salary, you should play her. She's just on an MVP tear right now, playing massive minutes. Any competitive game, she's going to play practically the entire game. She's so fluid when she's on the floor. It's just awesome watching her play. Then I want to go right back to Alana Smith. Took 0 shots in 26 minutes. Obviously going to play close to or even north of a fantasy point per minute when she gets consistent run. Then moving on to the late game, Dallas at Seattle. On the Dallas side, what is this Arike Gunbowale price? She's sub 10K. She's taken 41 shots in the last 2 games, and she's sub 10K. With the team to herself, I don't know. That's just a blatant misprice in my opinion. I actually really like Dejanay Carrington as well at 8,200. 37 and 32 minutes last 2 games, and she shot poorly. She shot 5 of 15 and still put up 35 fantasy points. I think she has a big game in store coming up tomorrow night. I'm really high on Dejanay. Then Alyssa Smith obviously nuked off last game if you want to go back there. be my guest, but her minutes are extremely fragile, so just beware. Just look at Misha Hines-Allen, who played pretty poorly and only played 16 minutes. That could be Nalissa Smith this next game. Maddie got the start, played pretty solid. Don't mind her at 7K. Big T, 6,700, fine tournament play, but that's really all she is. Then if you want to take shots on Kayla Charles, James, or Quinterly, be my guest. Really hard to prioritize James or Quinterly just because who knows who's going to get extended or if they're just going to play right around 10 minutes. Charles did get extended, though, played 20 minutes last game. She would be my favorite of the three by a pretty wide margin. Then on the Seattle side, pricing did go up on NECA, almost 11K. North of a fantasy point per minute player, great matchup. She absolutely nuked off against Dallas earlier this year for 55 fantasy points. Not expecting that again, but can get there for sure. Diggins really cooled off after a hot start. Price is a bit steep for how she's looked of late, but obviously big upside there. Gabby Williams is over 9K. She's been playing extremely well, shooting a ton. We know the peripheral stats and the stocks are going to be there with Gabby. If she's going to take double-digit shot attempts every night, like she deserves to be over 9K. She's taken a big leap forward on this team. Ezzy, it appears, has taken a step backwards, unfortunately. So really hard to prioritize her. I do think she's a fine tournament option. Erica Wheeler, I don't want to pay $7,400 for someone coming off the bench. And then Alicia Clark, I'm never playing. Not really anyone else here that I want to consider, but it's a pretty fun slate, guys. If you enjoyed my content, leave a like on the channel. Let's see if we can't get 75 likes here for this big 20K to first contest. Over 6,000 entries. If you guys enjoy my content and want more of it, link to my premium content is in the description below. Check it out. Offer underdog rankings. Already threw them out for tomorrow. Everyone's grinding drafts. It's a good time. The Discord is always popping. Everyone's always chatting back and forth, talking lineups, talking smack, talking about a little bit about everything. But good luck to everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the stream 1 hour before lock.